There are games for a commercial purpose, to make publicity out of games. Lots of them are a poop, kind of the same effect as a movie-based game, due to poor polishing and fast development time. However, some of them are good. A cool spot on the Super NES is an example. Bubba and Stix looks like it can be part of the family. Hubba Bubba bubblegum is a well-known mark. Nevertheless, Bubba and Stix is not a game that has been made for to promote the gum. It is just a roll of the dice effect. If it was, then it will be a really bad one. Only the name and the appearance of the candy in question have a connection with Hubba Bubba. All the other elements of the game, Bubba and Stix, is crazy and well tough. This game was made by Core, first on the Amiga, then it got a port on the Genesis with better music. Bubba is the main character, and right off the bat he is a complete pussy and will never survive the trip without Stix. Stix serve as a weapon and as tools to solve puzzles. Stix will also help Bubba to keep a balance on a tight structure, such as rope, and Bubba cannot swim without Stix. What a loser. Bubba is only there to move around and serve a human being presence. The game is a platformer mixed with puzzles. The levels are huge, but there is only 5 levels with a boss at the end of the last. The story is interestingly simple. It is about a galactic zoo where the manager of the zoo is the bad guy, because he captures living beings from other planets to make profit. Bubba is a delivery man that comes in contact with the zoo vessel and get captured. Bubba wants to get out, and by doing that, he lets all the extraterrestrial animals fall into an unknown planet, with him included. Before falling, he puts his dirty hands on a little boy called Stix, and they become partners. Or in my opinion, Bubba become the handicap of Stix. By the game, look like Stix can fly, so he does not need a fat ass human teenager as a companion. They must collect the animal on the planet before the evil galactic zoo guy. And that's the story. The goal of the game is strangely not to capture all the species, cause they act as points, but rather just complete the fucking level, and trust me, the 3 last levels are a pain in the ass to complete, especially the last one. The gameplay is rather simple and original. Stix as a weapon can be used like a standard baseball bat strike, or you can throw it by holding the button to create a boomerang weapon. The boomerang is used as a projectile and you can make it go behind enemies. Stix will always want to come back to Bubba and will damage everything in his path. For some reason, Stix appears red in the game, but he was brown on the cover. Bubba can also die. Oh god, that ass. And he can use Stix to push objects used in puzzle, or make them roll. Bubba can also run additionally to his jump. That's pretty much about his usual actions. The other actions will work with interactive objects in the levels, and your mission is to find which are... Nah, seriously, that's not that hard, and that is called good level design. I mean, you're pretty bad if you don't think that this rock cannot be interacted with. She is alone and is the first object like that you encounter. And it will be a pretty bad puzzle if it's too easy to guess what to do. Bubba has a health bar that works by how many hits you can take before biting the floor, and this guy has a really strange way of dying. The hitbox of Bubba is ginormous, and he is not agile. His jump do not respect the velocity rule. It can sometimes be really bad at how many times you will get hit and you cannot dodge shit. Not at all a superstar platformer game. You must use your brain instead to look at how the enemy work and find the trick to eliminate it, if you can. Kind of cheat with the game. However, the last level is just fucking hard. Those cameras that shoot a blink of an eye fast laser are just unavoidable by a normal human being. And everything, I mean everything, wants to kill you. Even the platforms you stay on wants to kill you. The final boss is a joke. Not because it's too easy, but because it's just so fucking hard. I use save state on this shit, and if a save state game genre exists, then this will be a really hardcore save state game boss fight and level. You even don't know at the beginning if you damage it or not. First time I was thinking that the red dot was his weak point. Well, maybe that didn't help too much for the difficulty, but still hard even if when you can hit it anywhere. The level design is not your typical straightforward platformer. Some places can be ignored and the character can switch from places to places to do his business in all of them before advancing. The level 2 and 3 are an example of that, but others are straight, like the first level. I like how sometimes the game throws random stuff, the antagonist appearing in your path and sending you to a puzzle room is nice touch. Too bad that there's 4 of them. Considering that only the first 2 levels make the game worth playing, the third is kind of cool too, but it's there that difficulty hit the chart and what I need to do become more dangerous when you guess wrong. Considering that, Bubba and Stix do not sound appealing at all. Nevertheless, the game is superb in terms of originality and really set itself out of the box by using cartoon violence. All that in a bizarre world where everything can possibly happen. I mean, you start in a forest where a pedo tree is following you. Then you enter in a weird lab, traveling rooms to rooms with a teleporter, making bubbles, playing Simon Says shit. Then what the hell is that? Then you enter in a volcano where you get your ass kicked by balloon pets, and you travel at sound speed by trumpet tubes. Ah yeah, you also slap the ass of the zoo guard with sticks. Yeah, you slap his ass with a stick. Then it's weather world. And then you are on that infamous last level. But why is this one that gets the most awesome music? During the trip you collect those aliens animal to get points, and the green runs like this one will heal Bubba by 1 point. The smiley thing is the harder to get. He literally escapes you. However, if you want a free VIP pass to the what the hell place, then you need to get it. The light bulb headed man serves as a checkpoint. After losing all your lives, it's game over. And then, after the 2 continues, it's back to the beginning. The developer team also make the choice to use cartoon graphic instead of realistic, because a stick and realistic graphic visual will make the player think something like that.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
Don't forget to mention also that the original Amiga game was different than the port on the Mega Drive. What you have seen was on the Mega Drive, also called Genesis. The Amiga original version featured better sounds. Some sounds on the Genesis are missing and the remaining ones are weird compared to the Amiga. The Amiga featured also a more earthworm gimish background for the first level. HUD and fonts are different too. Game received great score in many magazines, talking about the good mix between platforming and puzzles. But the note isn't important when the game is weird enough and fun enough to give it a try, at least for the first 2 levels.